Hey folks, Foggy here. Welcome to Solo Struggles. This is the finale of the Final Girl campaign for Dr. Fright. I'm at the Carnival of Blood. I've got Sheila back. She is back for a second turn. And we have a fun situation here. Let me read the preamble first. When her parents were killed that fateful day on Maple Lane, Sheila vowed to leave and never return. She left Spring Hill forever. She joined a traveling carnival. She loved always being on the move, and she found herself oddly at home with the odd cast of characters. They loved her too, and soon she found herself as the attraction manager of the Things to Astonish Museum. The smallest girl in the world, the hairiest man in the world, and all of the animals were under her guidance and direction. She was enjoying the carnival life and rarely thought about Maple Lane and the horror she had barely survived. She had killed Dr. Fright, or so she thought. When Sheila landed the final blow on Dr. Fright, as in life, he made a last ditch effort to avoid death. He exploded into a black sludge of dream ooze and landed on the floor of the boiler room. Perhaps, he thought, over time, he would regain enough strength to once again terrorize the unsuspecting dreamer. In fact, he recovered quite quickly and began tracking down the Maple Lane survivors. But he was never able to find Sheila until now. All right, and with that having been said, we are playing a special version of this scenario, or actually not a special version, but this is the scenario. We have Sheila as our final girl. She's over here, and we have Full Moon as our event card. That's our starting event. And in this case, there is a special modification. Instead of changing one of the victims, we're adding the werewolf as another person, and starting in the same space as the killer. So I can't even stay there to search. Otherwise, I take 2 damage pretty much right away. And I forgot to give myself some actual health here, so let me fix that. In addition, I start the game asleep instead of awake, so I can't even lead victims out of here. I'm kind of like stymied as to what to do. I really kind of want to search as quick as I can, since I'm in Things to Astonish, and there is a bullwhip right there. The werewolf cannot be killed, cannot be targeted. I can't lead them to escape. So there's squat all I can really do. All I can really try to do is do some walking, get to here, and then try to wake up on the next turn. And then that way, hopefully, I might be able to get some of these folks out of here. But I do need to get away from the werewolf. What's going to happen with the werewolf is it's going to panic during the upkeep phase and head over to here, and then it's going to basically then panic everybody in that spot once they kill. I take that back. They're just going to do 2 damage, and then that's it. Then we worry about panicking the next turn. All right, so let's get started here. I think my best bet is to just walk to start. All right, conversion. Don't want to start off this way. I think this is gonna sound insane. I'm gonna take the damage and move one space, and then I'm gonna play focus. Managed to knock 2 people out of their spot. That's nice. I do focus. I get one success and one conversion. I will do the conversion in this case. That leaves me with a walk and focus for the next turn. And what's going to happen is now I'm going to get to add 2 time and lower the horror level by 1. And I think that's where I'm going to end my turn. For the planning phase, I have 6 time to now work with. I will go ahead and grab. I'm going to grab a guard. I could grab retaliate actually. Oh, this should not be up here. I'm sorry. This should not be up here. This is from the previous game. My bad. I'm wondering if I should take retaliate and sprint. I'm going to take 2 guard and sprint. I think that's what I'm going to do. We're gonna wake up. Reset this to 6. Of course, it's already there. These go back to their spots in the tableau. And then we are going to do the killer face. There's nobody in his spot, so we are going to draw a terror card. Never sleep again. Awesome. I'm still asleep right now. I may reset the boiler deck. And it's kind of like half one, 6 dozen of the other. I'm going to gain 1 horror. It's the end of the horror phase, so now I'm going to resolve the horror. Let's move that there. Let's go left. Oops. There he is. I think these cards. This is now like I think the 18th straight game I've played with this deck, and I think it's getting a little worn out. I'm going to hold on to my guard card. I think I'm actually just going to take the damage. I know, sacrilegious, right? Let's go down. Let's go left again. And that's it. Those are all four cards. I get to wake up now. All right. You might be asking yourself, why did I take two guard cards if I wasn't going to use them? I want to have those for a little bit later. We go to the panic upkeep phase. Werewolf panics. Let's roll dice. We roll a 6. He's going to head straight towards me. Yay. Then he does 2 damage. At this point, I can do a guard card, and I will. Because as long as I get 1 success, that's going to block all the damage. All right, well, at least I block 1 damage. So doing great so far. By the way, in the previous game, I did make one mistake. I forgot to bring out the atonement cards to have. That's one way that you get to keep the damage, the Divine Wrath down. However, I only played 4 turns, and I would not have gone for atonement prior to that. So it would not have made much of a difference. All right, so our first goal is to, I think, sprint, because if I can actually get all the way, if I can get these folks here, and if I roll 2 successes, I will bring them here and then get all the way back here. If I roll 1 success, I will bring them here, then here, and then use this to move 1 space. I'm not going to be able to walk them as far as I would like, but if I can end my turn here, I think that would be pretty good. So 2 successes. Let's hope for 2 successes here. These 2 dice have been getting all the work. These 2 have not. Let's rotate them out. All right, and they immediately say, thanks for bringing us back. So I could use Focus and Guard here so that I can get 3 spaces. And the advantage of that is that might put me in spot to be able to get 2 people into this spot. I'd have to get really lucky, though. I will go ahead and do that. I will do the conversion. Let's do the conversion. So we're using 1 time for a sprint. We're bringing these 2 in. Get in there. I'm going to go ahead and give myself 2 extra time and move 1 extra space. Actually, let's go ahead and give myself 1 less horror and 2 more health. That would be the smarter thing to do. You're already bleeding. Do the smart thing, dude. No, I said I was going to take the space. So I still have 2 more space to work with as part of the sprint, and then 1 more space to work with as my bonus. You guys are all here. And then I'm going to try to walk, and on the off chance that I roll, it's a 1 in 9 chance. But who knows? Maybe I'll get lucky. I did not get lucky. I instead lose 2 time. I will go ahead and move to 1 space, get them closer to here, and lose 1 time. All right, so that sucked. All right, so I have 3 time to work with, which is not great. But I will take a sprint and a close call. Continue to try to get victims out of here. Reset my time to 6. Put all these back in the tableau. There's one thing that I was doing wrong, and that is when it comes to guards and retaliates, like you want to make sure that you're not putting those back in the tableau too early. You only put cards back in the tableau at the end of the planning phase. So if you use them during the killer phase, you have to wait until the next planning phase before you put them back, which means that you don't have guards available every single turn, which is can sometimes be a problem. All right, with that having been said, it's the killer phase. There's nobody in the spot, so he will simply draw a card. Hellish Pursuit. While asleep, you must resolve 1 additional boiler room and a card at the end of the phase. He now has 2 extra health to work with, and when we go to attack him, that's where the health is going to come from. However, there's nothing else as part of that, so we're going to go ahead and panic the werewolf, and hopefully he'll get a 4. That would be nice. It's a 5. He's going to go here. All right. The werewolf can attack the killer, which is kind of nice. Nobody else panics, though, so we're back at the beginning of the phase. I'm going to do a sprint. if I am successful, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. But even if I just get 2, I might go 1. I might go 1, 2. All right, well, that was a complete goose egg. So I will go ahead and do close call, use up 2 time for that. And it's a double conversion. I will convert everything. So that means for 1 time, I get to move 3 spaces. I will grab these 2 here and get them into here. And that's as far as I can go. I'm going to go ahead and take 2 time and lower the horror by 1. And that is the end of my turn. 2 more victims off the board, fortunately. So I have 5. I'm going to go ahead and take sprint. I'm going to take guard, and I'm going to take close call as well as the cards that are here. Again, mostly just focused on getting victims off the board. Also trying to remember how badly yesterday went, the previous game went. That was really bad. I'm going to move to 6. Killer's phase. Killer doesn't do anything. I'm still currently awake, which is nice. Draw a terror card. Slasher tries to kill somebody in this spot. There's nobody there. Moves 1 space towards a victim. So we'll move them this way. I think that's actually better in terms of spacing. But there's still nobody there. All victims not in a search space, however, panic. So this is where things are going to get tricky. So we're going to start with the 2 that are the 4 here. All right, so we got a 1, 3, 3, and 5. All right, and what I've said before is when you're doing this and you're doing everybody, stand up the ones that you've already panicked. That way it's not as much of a struggle to try to remember who you panicked and who you didn't. 1 and 4. Oh, that's not good. Wait, is there no 4? There's no 4 on here. So this person goes this way and this person stays here. And then finally we're going to do the 2 over by me. And hopefully, you know what? I'm really hoping for 2 5s or 2 6s. That would be great. 1 6, 1 2. I'll take it. So one of them runs this way, and one of them runs this way. All right, and that is the end of the terror phase, the killer phase. We go to the panic phase. Nobody panics. Nobody's died. The werewolf panics. Please roll a 2 or a 3. A 2 or a 3 would be awesome. It's a 6. So he's going to go here. Werewolf is not cooperating with me very much. All right, we're going to go into our phase. The first thing we do is save somebody. Thank you. And we get to take an improvised card. I don't have many cards here to work with, so we're going to hold on to that improvised card. And I'm going to go ahead and play a sprint. We're going to try to get this person out of here so that way I also get to start getting to get my final roll power. And that's 1 success. I'll take it. Dude, what are you still doing out here? Come on, we got to go. Walk. That is, I'm going to use close call to roll this one. And that is unfortunately not done. All right, so we are going to move just 1 space. We'll move 1 space that way. And I think that's it. I've got improvised focus and guard left. I could focus. I probably kind of want to focus because I feel like everybody's at risk on this next turn. And I do want to keep the horror down 1. So I'll go ahead and do focus as well. And this should be a 4. So focus means that I can convert. I'm going to have to convert. I hate to do that with improvise. That is a horrible way to use improvise. But this is going to allow me to at least reduce the horror by 1 and time by 1. And so I'm at 3 times. That's awesome. Yay. So we're going to go ahead and take, we're going to do the sprint. We're not going to do the sprint. We're going to do the distraction. We're going to do distraction and our 0 cost cards. There we go. Reset that. Killer phase. There's nobody in the spot. I'm so sleepy. If you are awake, roll a die. If the result is less than the current horror roll level, you fall asleep. Awesome. Okay, so we do not fall asleep. And he is going to walk towards victims. Hello. How are you doing? My name is Dr. Fright. Please let me tell you about my lovely timeshare opportunities in Florida. Wait, he hasn't killed anybody yet. We don't need to panic. Oh, yeah. Okay, so werewolf is going to panic. He rolls a 6. He continues to come towards us. You're really not helping at all, werewolf. All right, first order of business. Let's get this person saved. Do I have a focus? Actually, you know what? Let's do focus. Let's do distraction first. Let's do distraction. All right, it's a conversion and a 1. I'll do short attack and a short rest and weak attack. That is going to allow me to gain 1 time and lower 1 horror, and that means I'm now rolling 3 dice. I'll do walk. That is 1 success and 1 conversion, but I don't have anything to convert with, so I'll walk them 1 space. I get to take the long rest card. We'll save all these folks. And each additional victim saved, I gain 1, lower the horror by 1, and 2 time instead of 1 when discarding action cards face down for time. So next up, I've got focus and long rest. I may as well do focus. Try to get the horror down all the way to 1. Or 0. And that is it. It's 2 successes. So not only do I lower this down by 1, I gain 2 time. That leaves me 1 long rest card. So now I've got 9 to play with. I think I still need to do some sprinting. I do also need to start thinking about how quickly am I going to get some weapons here, because I have no weapons yet. I think what I want to do this is 4, 5, 5, 6. I'm going to grab improvise. This is actually a good time to use improvise. I'm going to have a lot of cards in my hand, and if you can use improvise when you're rolling 3, it's a good time. It's a good time. Generally speaking, you're going to do well. Sometimes you don't. This is a luck-based game. Killer's going to act. He is going to kill somebody. There is somebody in his space. Killer goes up by 1, and we're going to raise the horror level by 1. These 2 are going to panic, but first we have to do a terror phase. He's slicing off his own finger. He's not going to move. He is going to take damage until he has, unless he has his only faith. Yeah, that's fun. So he's going to take 1 damage. And then because he took damage, we're going to raise the horror level by 3. So thank you, all that great planning that I did. And then all the victims are going to panic. 4 and 5. So there's no panic option for 4. 5 is going to run that way. I don't have to resolve anything there. I don't panic because I'm not in his space. We now go to the panic phase. There is 1 person still left in his spot. He's going to panic again. And again, not go anywhere. Apparently he's stuck there in fear. And then finally, we're going to panic the werewolf, who is going to go this way. All right, well, that could have gone a lot better. I'm so glad I did all this work to lower the horror level. All right, stop complaining. Stop complaining. Nobody wants to hear you complain. Let's do some sprinting here. Double success. 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. Come with me, guys. And then we're going to sprint again. All right, conversion. We'll do... We're going to convert with walk and focus. I know walk seems like a counterintuitive, but walk is going to allow me to do this. Or sorry, 1 conversion is going to allow me to do this. So we get to move up to 2 spaces. So this will use, this should have been at 6, sorry. And we should now be at 4, because I've done 2. We're going to drop them off. You guys are saved. We're going to lower the horror level by 2. And I'm going to go back here to the House of Mirrors. The House of Mirrors has a knife. I could go this way. And the rationale for doing that is then that would allow me to save these 2 victims. I know this person's going to get killed. There's not much I can do about it. But I kind of want to search. I want to search right now. And it's one success, one conversion. I have 2 cards left for conversion, neither of which are really good cards to convert. And I have to question whether or not I would find anything better than the knife, but I could find Sheila's knife in there. I could also find a trap. So I think, no matter what, I'm going to just take the knife, be happy with it. I'm going to enjoy my knife. And I have 2 additional cards to hold on to, which I will. And 4 time to work with. Actually, no, I'm sorry. I have 3 time because I did use up time on that search. All right, so I think what I want is I want distraction and the remaining 0 cost cards. Reset ourselves to 6, put all these back. Search goes here, sprint goes here, these go here, these go here. All right. I now have a way to defend myself and attack. All right. So first up, killer phase. He's going to kill this person. We're then going to draw a terror card. I'm all wrapped up and I can't get free. Place the rope traps token in your space. Immediately apply the trap terror effects. So the rope trap, when you are in it, discard 1 action card at random. First, he is going to walk towards me, and I am right here. And then he is going to do some damage. So he's going to do 1 damage. Ow. And I'm randomly shuffling here. I mean, I've got good chances here. There's only 1 walk card left. Long rest. I did not want to lose that. I do lose the long rest. At least the horror does not go up anymore. And that's the end. I don't panic. And I'm pretty much done with that spot. So now it is a matter of the werewolf panicking, I believe. And they're going to roll. They're going to go here. They're getting close to this person. That's not good. So I'm going to do distraction first. That's all I really need. That's going to raise the time by 1, lower that by 1. I can now walk. I can't improvise right now, unfortunately, because I can't attack right now because I'm not asleep. I could go to sleep, and victims would stop following me. I'm wondering how useful it would be. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to walk. And I'm going to do a conversion of focus and short rest. So I have 2 successes. 1, 2, I'm getting out of there. Come on, dude, we gotta go. We gotta go. Get your butt out of there. Why are you hanging around here? And these cards go over here. And that is going to be the end of my turn. So I walked. That used up 1 more time. I'm at 6. And I think at this point, I have to start thinking about guarding. So I'm going to do retaliate, and I'm going to do guard as well as walk and focus. Actually, I need to, let's make this guard and search. That way, at least I can search in the things to astonish and try to get a weapon out of there. All right. Killer's going to act. There's nobody in a spot, fortunately. So we draw a terror card instead. It's a prop. The event card, and this is the 1 event that's in here, and this is about as useless as it gets right now. This card is now going to be here. I can place this in any of the 4 corner spaces. During upkeep, you and up to 2 victims in the space with the golf card may drive it up to 2 spaces, but the golf cart must stay on the outer path. If the golf cart is driven into a space with an enemy, you may discard it to do 3 damage to that enemy. Won't do anything to the werewolf, but it will allow me to do something to Dr. Fright. Discard a random item card if you have none. And now he moves towards us and kills a victim. Horror goes up by 1. Panic phase, there's nobody to panic. Upkeep phase, 5. Werewolf panics this way. All right, well, that was fun. I forgot to put these cards back. I did not use them to guard, so we should be good. But yeah, that's give an inch, gain an inch, lose a mile. So walk. I guess I'm walking. No successes. I don't have a reroll. I'm going to have to lose 2 time and 1 health to move up to 1 space because I really need to get in there. I'm now going to do a search. 1 success. That's all I need. Is now I got the bullwhip. I have no more cards that I can use to either go to sleep or attack with, so I'm going to hang out here and use my 4 time for remaining. So first of all, I get 3 cards back, and I've already got 5 other cards. So right now I'm at 8 cards. I can only take a couple more. I'm going to go ahead and take. I'm going to take Retaliate, so we can try to, when the time is right, be able to start doing some more additional damage. Is that a good idea? No, let's get the 2 sprint cards. Let's get the sprint cards so we get this last victim out of here. Puts me up to 6. And now we activate the killer phase. Oh, and these go back. We activate the killer phase. There's nobody in the spot. Terror card's going to come into play. We are going to have his final victim soon. All victims adjacent to the Forest of Horrors, which is over here. We don't worry about that. However, if no victims were killed, then we resolve the next terror card. If you are awake, -1 for horror. It rolls during the next action phase, and then he is going to head towards a victim and kill them. Can't kill me, so he is going to head straight over here to this victim, kill them, and that's it. Dark Power comes into play. When this card is revealed, place Dr. Fright's black final health token back in the reserve pool. Replace it with a white final health token. If he loses his last health, reveal 3 black health tokens from the reserve pool and restore his health accordingly. So that's going to be fun. So now it is just me and the werewolf. And the werewolf goes this way. All right, so I'm only rolling 1 dice. Or I'm rolling 1 fewer dice, actually. I should say that. I actually am still rolling 2 dice. All right, so I'm doing short rest so I can go to sleep. So that works. I use up 1 time, gain 1 health. That's a huge plus. I'm then going to walk, not run. That is going to allow me to move 1 space, and that's all I really need. Use up 1 more time. And then I've got weak attack. One success, 1 failure, or 1 conversion, I should say. I'm going to go ahead and use. This is going to sound sacrilegious. I'm going to use improvise and sprint to give me 2 successes there. That's going to do 2 damage to him. So his hellish pursuit is now gone, and we're starting to chip away at his health. I'm also asleep. I forgot to do that. I have no more attacks that I can do. I can focus, however, and I think I will. One success, 2 failure. I will go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and lose the time to lower that by 1. And then I'm going to go ahead and give this up for 2 more time. I'm going to give the sprint up for 2 more time. And hold on to my 2 guard cards. All right. So now I got my 2 guard cards. I have 7 time to work with. I'm going to get 1 walk card in return, which I don't really need. And then I'm going to go ahead and take Retaliate. I don't have any attacks on this one, and I kind of want an attack. I think I am going to take Furious Strike. Let's not screw around. Critical blow, close call. There we go. All right, we're going to reset ourselves to 6. We're going to give up focus, weak attack, improvise. Goes here, sprint goes here. Next turn, we're going to have a whole bunch of cards to work with. This turn, we only have 1. And we've got the 2 guard cards, so hopefully that will help. We are going to have to now deal with some damage from him. So he's going to attack, but we're going to play our guard card. Roll 3 dice. That is going to block 2 damage, so his damage is blocked. And then we're going to resolve 1 asleep card. And we only need to resolve 1 asleep card, which is nice. However, there he is. So I'm going to resolve another guard card, which I do not want to do. Two successes, ignore all damage. All right, good. All right, so we go to the terror phase. Until the next killer phase, you and Dr. Fright may damage each other even if you are awake. Don't need to worry about that. However, he is going to do 2 additional damage to me, which blows. And there's nothing I can do about it because I don't have any more guard cards. All right. Which means I probably should have done that last. I should have done his attack, then terror, then this. Potato would have ended up in the same results. I think his Fright card, you only take 1. You take his damage. You take whatever his damage is listed as. Yeah, resolve the following killer action. Yeah. Okay. Then the killer werewolf panics. 6. Go back this way. All right, so I have 1 card to use, and that's critical blow. I'm going to use 2 for the close call. All right, well, I'll take it. I would have preferred something a little bit different. Yeah, I think I know what I need to do here. Oh, and I forgot to reveal the finale phase. So this is going to change. Because you reveal the finale when you get to the upkeep. And the finale has not come out yet. All right, so I'm going to be doing 3 damage to him here. I really needed that to be better. 3 damage. I can't walk, unfortunately. So I'm going to trade in this walk card for 2 extra time. I now go to the planning phase. I am going to have to take, he's going to attack twice, and I only have retaliate, and so that really blows. But because of the bullwhip, if I damage them on retaliate, I should be able to move them back 1 space and avoid the second attack. So I am holding on to retaliate. This might actually work out. That's 1 card. I can take more. I've got all these cards that I can take. And I'm going to take sprint. Try to give myself some distance. Maybe we can heal a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, and then I reset to 6. Then these all go back. 2 guard cards. And then he is going to attack twice. So the first time I will retaliate with 3. All right, 1 success, 2 failures. So I can attack him. I reduce it by 2, so that's good, because that's all the damage that he's doing. And then I get to attack him for 2. And then, because of the bullwhip, I'm going to knock him back this way. Actually, let's knock him this way. Maybe we can get him closer to the werewolf. All right. Then he can't do anything about me for the second attack, which would have killed me. So we're going to go to the killer phase, and this may do it. This may end it right here. I'm going to go down. All right, good. Clear. I don't have to resolve another one. I'm going to hold on to that as much as I can. We're then going to go to the upkeep phase. The werewolf is going to panic, and he's going to go this way. So in the wrong direction. So helpful. All right, so what I need to do is get some distance here. I am going to do actually, I take that back. I'm going to walk. That's one space. I'm going to weak attack. That's 2 successes, so I do 2 damage total, thanks to the bullwhip. He is now on his last health token. That means I get an extra token to do stuff with. I'm going to go ahead and knock him back 1 space. I am going to sprint. Also, have any of these resulted in... The walk resulted in an action being used. Horrible about that. Let's go ahead and sprint. That is not what I needed. We'll go ahead and use the 2 focuses for conversion. Lowering us down to 4. 1, 2, 3. And then short rest. I'm going to try to heal a little bit. Oh, I realized something. I should have been rolling 1 extra dice anyway because I'm on my last health token. Good Lord, I'm an idiot. Ow. So I do get to gain 1 health back. That blows. I do use up 1 time. So I've got 3 time to work with, which is not great. Oh man, this is going to hurt. This is going to hurt because I really needed the 2 guard cards on this. I have nothing else I can do. I probably should not have short rested. I think in retrospect that was a mistake. I should not have short rested. It's too late now. I'm taking 1 guard card because that's all I can take. I'm going to take a close call. I'm going to get to block some damage. I'm not going to get to block all of it. This blows. All right, these cards all go back. Weak attack is going to go here, walk here, retaliate here. And he is going to come towards us. He's going to move 2. 1, 2. Let me just make sure I understand when the golf cart. Yeah, it's during upkeep. So yay. So he is then going to make it to our spot, and he's going to attack us. I'm going to play my guard card at least. I get to roll 4 dice. And that is going to be enough to reduce it by 2. That's all I need. He's then going to attack again. There's nothing I can do about it. So if this has nothing behind it, that's it. That's the end of the game. Yeah, that's it. That's end of the game. All right. Really, I think the mistake I made was short resting. I think what I needed to do was trade that short rest in for another time. So that way I'd have another guard card to use. I would have rolled that. Let's just try this out here. Put ourselves back here with this crap. There we go. There's our guard, right? Then it's a matter of surviving the sleep thing. So we've used our second guard card. I know I'm sort of backing up here, and then we have to try to get. We're going to go this way, and by avoiding anybody there, we managed to avoid it. We're good. Then at the end, I can take this and smash this into him. Now this would have resulted in this getting put aside, and then 3 cards here, 3 items here, being pulled away, and then we flip these over and we resolve these. And however, he got 3 health out of that, and so then that probably would have been it because I didn't have any other cards to work with. Um, I would have had to, I think, on retaliate on the next turn. As long as I took retaliate, I would have won the game. So that really was a mistake on my part, not thinking ahead to the end. But that is a loss. Unfortunately, Sheila dies to Dr. Fright. He succeeds, and but we still end with 3 out of the 5 victories. So that feels pretty good. Some of the mistakes that I've made over the course of the series. One is definitely making sure that you don't put cards back in the tableau until you're done with the planning phase. If you use up anything during upkeep, if you use up anything during the killer phase, you have to leave them here. I kind of wish that there was both a play area and a discard area for the cards that you could somewhere where I could put these, just put them there, and then once I'm done planning, do that. I often forget to reset my time, but I don't think my time was off here at all. Please let me know in the comments if it was. And then I managed to avoid the traps. This was close. I mean, this was probably it's frustratingly close because sometimes it's very easy to just say, you know what, I had bad luck in this game. I didn't have bad luck. I should have won this one. This was a one where I lost it because I did not think ahead. And that, to me, feels like one of the reasons why this is a successful game to me. There are a lot of people who feel like, the luck is too much of a factor. I feel like there's still enough strategy here. There's still enough time, ways to think about how you do this, that it makes the game really enjoyable. And I really wish I had gotten to use the card to drive it into him. Like, really, why was I not thinking of that? I knew that I was going to get attacked twice. Should have been thinking about the guard more than the health, because unless I got 2 health back, it was not like that was going to be equal to a guard. So yeah, big mistake on that part. Folks, thank you so much for joining me. I will not be coming back with another Final Girl right away. I'll be doing Final Girl Season 2 later on this year, but for next go around, I'm going to find another solo game to campaign, and we'll see how it goes. Talk to you later. Bye.